Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it, ready to have a little bit of fun. But before we start off this episode, huge shout out to my newest patrons, Chris H, Ronald E, and Tom N. So Chris, Ronald, and Tom, gentlemen, thank you very much for the support. And I should say, honestly, thank you for the support from all my patrons. You guys honestly rock. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for me. Thank you for helping for all this to come to fruition. All right, so I get asked a lot, hey, Bourbon Judge, are certain whiskeys truly worth like the price point, like when they're, you know, above, let's just call it like the $100 mark? And, you know, obviously there are some whiskeys that are, and there are some that are not. As an example, Weller Special Reserve. If you see Weller Special Reserve for like $180 in a liquor store, give them the Heisman, literally head for the exit, because that's just absolutely insane. But there are some whiskeys out there that are definitely worth, in my opinion, the price point of above $100. So I'm going to give you 5 great options that, in my opinion, when I see them and I know that they're above $100 price point, I'm good to go. And I know no matter what, that's solid. It's a good price. And of course, I'm going to end with an asterisk as well because, well, hell, why not? All right. So by the way, this, you know, there's obviously a lot of other whiskeys out there above the $100 mark, but let's just call this like part 1 of the episode. I'll do a part 2 down the road. So I'm going to start off with these 5 plus the asterisk, and we'll go from there. Cool? All right. And by the way, I poured my asterisk. So this is the one I'm sipping. All right. I got to start this off with a nice little sip just to change it up a little bit. Woo! That is worth a lot of money. That is delicious. All right. So what are 5 different whiskeys that you can easily say, no matter what, is truly worth the price point, above $100? All right. First and foremost, now they make a bourbon, they make a rye, and they make an American whiskey. But for me, no matter any of these products, whenever you see this product, you know, on the shelf, or if you get it online, it's a no-brainer. Typically comes with a $200 price tag. Hands down, every day, all day, and twice on Saturday, Old Carter is literally the truth. Again, I love their bourbon, I love their rye, and I love their American whiskey. Each and every release, every single batch they produce, always fantastic. It's definitely a pricier whiskey, of course, $200. And harder to find, but you know, with some work, you can definitely find Old Carter. But is it worth the $200 MSRP? Hell yeah, it's worth it every single time. It's literally absolutely amazing job. I love what Mark and Sherry are doing. So that is Old Carter. All right, coming in the second spot. So this one is just slightly north of $100, and you might be wondering, I saw this, should I really buy it the next time I see it? And the answer is, yes, it is. As long as you see it for the price point, the MSRP that is. So coming from High West Distillery, a Midwinter's Nice Dram. Absolutely an amazing bottle of whiskey. So it's a rye whiskey, obviously finished in the French oak port barrels. Absolutely amazing job. I love this bottle. I'm not the biggest High West Distillery fan as a whole, but when it comes to this specific bottle, and I typically see it for MSRP about $1.10, $1.15, just kind of depends on where you're at. This to me always hits home. I loved the most recent batches. The last release that came out in the fall was, I think it was Act 9, I think Scene 1 through 4. Those were all fantastic. Absolutely amazing. This one is 8-2, Act 8, Scene 2, which is also pretty damn good. All right. So, High West Distillery, but a Midwinter Nice Dram, absolutely fantastic. All right, before I get to the last 3, do me a favor real quick. Hit me with the like button. Also, drop me a comment. Let me know what are some bottles, in your opinion, that you think are worth the price point, no matter, you know, as long as it's like within, you know, the MSRP price point of like $100, $150, $200. And last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel. All right. The third option, this company, kind of like Old Carter, doing a fantastic job. They're taking great whiskey and just making it better each and every release. My good friends over at Foregate. So Bob and Bill, the gentlemen over at Foregate. Now, this is batch 18, Saint Charant, but I will say, it doesn't matter if it's batch 18, 19, 20, or any other batch. I have never personally had a bad bottle of Foregate. Every single batch that they release have always been absolutely top notch. It does come again with the hefty price tag. It's $200. But again, the question is it truly worth it? And the answer is hell yes, it's worth it. It's absolutely fantastic. I love the Foregate products. I poured it for many friends, as you should, and each and every friend that I've ever poured this for, they're like, damn, Judge, that's a pretty damn good whiskey. So Foregate is where it's at. All right, the last two, 4 and 5. Woo, number 4 might surprise you a little bit. It might surprise you a little bit. It's a company that, or distillery that is not as well known as it should be. Luckily for me, it's all over the East Coast and I can get it at least where I live, like in this Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey area. One of my favorite distilleries out there, no matter if you're grabbing the bourbon or the rye, I love their Solera process. And I mean, I love this distillery. I need to visit them very soon. Give it up to my good friends over at Hill Rock Distillery. Hill Rock Distillery, oh gosh. This is their double cast rye whiskey. But their bourbon, they do the whole Solera process as a whole. They're both most of their cast strength whiskey, so not their small batch, but their cast strength is typically like $130, $140. Sometimes like maybe one you can get a little bit cheaper, like $120. Just kind of depends where you're at. To me, definitely worth it every single day. They are one of the biggest sleepers on the market, and I'm glad it's like that because there's more of their whiskey around for yours truly. But they are truly absolutely fantastic. So Hill Rock, I'm telling you, if you ever have a chance to try their cast strength whiskeys, the bourbon or the rye, you won't be disappointed. You truly won't be disappointed. All right, my friends, before I get to the last one and the asterisk, cheers, everybody. Wow. That's just too good. That's too good. All right. The 5th spot. Now this one, definitely a whiskey that you can find, not easily, but just with a little bit of honey, not too much work at all. One that I think is probably the best from their lineup as a whole. Bardstown Bourbon Company, the Discovery Series. Doesn't matter if it's release number 6, number 7, number 8 and 9, which is coming out. Every single release that I've ever had from the Discovery Series, absolutely just that darn good. It's special, honestly. They are truly the masters at blending. I know a lot of people blend out there, but I think they are the masters. I would even sign them up. They get their masters automatically, at least in my book. Seriously. Absolutely fantastic. This is, which one was this one, by the way? Let me take a look. Number 4. But truly, any Discovery Series, absolutely amazing. Definitely worth the $140 price point every single day, all day. All right. So you might be wondering, Judge, A, what is your asterisk? And B, why did you even put it as an asterisk? So I'm going to go with B first. I put it as my asterisk because it's really hard to find. And I mean really hard to find. Now with these 5, with a little bit of work going online, like a seal box for Foregate, Oak Harder, you can find in some stores. You know, Midwinter Nice, Hill Rock. You can find these in stores with a little bit of work. You really can. The last one, it's like you have to like almost hit the lottery to find this bottle. Hence the reason why I say asterisk. Plus, it comes with typically the MSRP is $200. You rarely receive it for $200. Fun fact, fun story, before I even get to it, I walk into one of my local shops the other day and they're like, Judge, we haven't a bottle that you've been asking for years. And they never carried it before. And they're like, we got, you know, they got a whole case in. They're like, we're going to give you 2 because we know it's your favorite. I'm like, what are you talking about? What's my favorite? I'm not even thinking this is the bottle. This, please give a round of applause for my good friend Nancy Fraley because she blended her butt off when it comes to Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. This bottle is just so damn good. It is just unfair. It's unfair. Unfair every single day. I'm gonna pour some more because it's that damn good. But seriously, this one, a $200 MSRP. A lot of people will say Bourbon Judge. I've seen it for $250, even sometimes even more than that. You know, I can't tell anyone out there, you know, hey, if you see it for $300, don't buy it because, hey, if you're rich, maybe that's nothing for you. But for me, I definitely do think it's worth the $200, even $250, $260 for me personally. If you find it north of that, that's on you, right? Whether or not if you want to pull that trigger. But This is absolutely amazing. Hey, my friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, and always salute. Take care. Woo! Damn, Nancy, you gotta stop that. Too good.